What up, yo? It's a little late for my Sunday breakdown, but there was a lot of things that were going on. But we're here now. So let's just start off with the pairs that I'm not interested in. So all these red ones here, so not this week. So actually, let's go here first. So NZD CAD just within this giant range. So within here, there's so many different areas of interest. Price is just going to be ranging and moving in between there. Like you don't want to be a part of that. Same thing with AED CAD, this giant range on here. We're not interested in that. USD oil. We're just not at a valid area of interest. So we pull back here. I drew the zone as thin as precise as I could, and like I just didn't think it came back to like a valid area. If I'm being like, that's like because like, oh well, we could do if we did that. That could be, we could consider that actually. We could say that's a valid area of interest, and then let's go to the daily. And the daily is bullish. So we need the daily to then shift structure. So we would need the daily. Easiest way to do it is it could just break and then pull back here. I don't think it's going to have a shift of structure this week though, especially with all these days. So that's why I would say it wouldn't be interested in it, but we can just put it here. It needs a daily shift of structure. We can see what happens. Euro, Euro PLN. So we are here. We already hit the take profit. That's what we're aiming at. So we're not interested in this. CAD JPY, we're reacting off of, well, price already opened up. I don't like this area of interest. It's not, well, it's not the best. Price kind of reacted off of there. The daily, what I don't like about the daily is all this wickiness business in here. And in the daily, we need to shift in order to go bearish, in order to pass. So basically, yeah, the daily, like, shift structure here to break this. I just don't like this. Euro USD, we are at the take profit already, not interested. We go to the weekly, you can see it's already, well, we've whipped past here. Now we can aim for this new point on here. The daily is bullish. The daily would need a proper pullback. Whoops. So pull back on the daily, then we can go for here. So the daily's going to need a proper pullback. Your HUF on the weekly, we are not at a valid area of interest. On the weekly, we've broken. We can actually aim for here next, for the next. And the daily is bearish. So the daily, we just need a proper daily pullback. So let's just have the daily pullback and then we can go. It doesn't have to pull back that deep. Oh, wait, you know what? This thing already started. So like this is the actual thing here. So it actually needs to shift structure first before we can do anything. So we'll put that into here. Use the JPY on the weekly. We are basically at take profit already. It's right here. And the daily would have to shift bearish in order to do it. So we're basically at take profit already. I don't see it doing anything. We this is just like I think price has just been consolidating for too long, to be honest. Well, we've broke like all of this is just mess. It's just within this range. I don't like this range. Euro and so let me just write this on there. Don't like this range because like price just stays in between here all the time. Eh, what if we delete this? Does it look any better? Like we've basically went here, went here, went here. We're not really reacting off anything. We can't really take profit into anything. We can't really counter trend for anything. So that's why I'm not interested. Euro and ZD, we're not at a weekly area of interest. GBP NZD, not at a weekly area of interest. How far back is this? 2016, not interested. GA not at a weekly area of interest either. 16. CHFJPY not at a weekly area of interest because we are here. Yeah, not a weekly area of interest. XAG USD, which is basically silver, not at a weekly area of interest. AUD, you are Euro AUD, not an area of interest. Won't shift. Yeah, okay. Needs daily SOS. This one we need to go bearish. So yeah, we still need to break below. That's USD DKK, US oil. We've pulled back at the area of interest on here, and daily is currently bullish. So we need the daily to shift structure to bearish. And we're basically at TP already. So this one is done. The direction was right, but it's just like the move just happened before we could get in. NZD, let me just delete all of this. Okay, so weekly wick pullback, we're looking for the daily is currently bearish through all of this. So once we break and close over here, possibly it didn't happen yet. This candle's still open. If it breaks and close above here, then we have to wait for a pullback and then we can go. Don't have to wait for such a deep pullback, but yeah. Euro GBP, same thing. We need to just break above here and then pull back so then we can continue. Euro USD, we're having a wick pullback go. If we're having a wick pullback go, this is technically the next structure on here. I was being a little greedy and then kind of didn't want to use the proper structure, but this is the actual structure. So this one went to the take profit, just no way we could get in. Weekly pullback, yeah, needs a daily shift. Use the SGD. Okay, this one hit the take profit as well too, so no entry there. Use the CZK, so we broke, we just need a daily pullback. Now we can continue down. Same thing. Euro HKD already hit the take profit where we would be targeting. Okay, already hit the take profit where we would be targeting. Almost there, not quite yet though. A lot of these moves, they seem to like we didn't have enough range. Like these markets are interested in what Trump is doing right now and all that's going on. Okay, this didn't do that yet. USD PLN, we just need a pullback. Oh, hold on. And we're back. All right, so yeah, USD PLN needs that daily pullback as well. Ba, ba, ba. GU, basically I take profit already, so nothing this week. Um, USD NOK, pretty much almost there, but we won't count it out just yet. USD ZAR, we shifted, we just need a proper pullback and then we can go, well, hold on, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. And the daily, yeah, just needs the proper pullback and just use ZAR. So it doesn't have to pull back that deep. It can just pull back like that. USD CAD, just waiting for pullback as well. Euro, yeah, we wanted to break through all of this and then we can look for like a wick pullback on the daily. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. The daily, if it breaks here, the daily would do, we're looking for it to do a like a proper pullback on the 4 hour, which would just be like a daily wick, and then we'll continue there. GBP CAD weekly is we already broke past here, so the weekly's all the way up here. Pro trend, and yeah, we just need the daily already had a pullback, so we just need the 4 hour to shift structure and then pull back. AUD JPY, the daily engulfed off of this area of interest on here. We can just make this like that. Um, so then on the daily, sorry, the weekly did that. The daily is still in trend bearish. The daily's pulling back. So the daily's already having a proper pullback. The 4 hour would need to shift structure in order for us to be interested in it some more. US oil weekly is at a weekly area of interest. Or we can just tighten. Yeah, like that. So the daily is currently bearish through all of this, and the 4 hour is currently bullish. So we need the 4 hour to shift to bearish in order to be interested in it. Just take all that off. All right, so NZD/JPY weekly is reacting off of this weekly area of interest on here. We are bullish. Technically, what the heck? Why would I make the take profit that high? That's craziness. All right, so yeah, that's where we would be targeting. The daily currently needs to shift to bullish before it does it, so I don't know. It could do whatever it wants, but we want it to do something like that to be interested in. AUD CAD. Wait, hold on. NZD. Why is this? Okay, weekly's reacting. Yeah, we need the daily to shift. Why is this in here? Needs the daily to shift. Okay, AUD CAD. Where are we? On the weekly, we're reacting off the area of interest. The daily is bearish, had a proper pullback. The 4 hour currently needs to shift to bearish. So that could just be like dun dun dun, something like that. And this will need to shift now. I'm pretty sure the structure kind of all changed. So the weekly was having a wick pullback there. The daily is currently bearish. Right there, it had a pullback. Now we need the daily to have a proper pullback before we can go. Actually the daily's here. Yeah, we still need the daily to have a proper pullback. Well, I was like, it had a breakout right there, so the 4 hour could have a pullback. If we consider that a breakout, right? Broke out, then you'd wait for the 4 hour to have a proper pullback. So then the 4 hour, that's what we're waiting for. We're just waiting for the 4 hour to have proper pullback and then go. Um, So yeah, we're gonna have to that needs to happen before the next daily candle closes because then once we have another daily candle, it can't be a wick pullback. Like this is supposed to wick into here and then go. It could still do that. We have 15 hours till the candle ends, so we have to find if that move happens, if it pulls back, right? And then here within the next 15 hours, then sure we can look for the move. But until then, there would be no other trades. And that's it for the breakdown for the week of starting on the 25th to the 30th.